Student, I hope all of you have done up to question number 10 exercise 7.9. Today we will continue this exercise and we will start from question number 11. So let's start from question number 11. Statement is find the integration of dx by x square minus 1 and limits in this sum 2 to 3. Lower limit is 2 and upper limit is 3. Now in this sum we will use the formula of this form dx by x square minus a square form, and all of you have done formula for this form in previous exercise. So again I am saying, if you have done up to exercise 7.7, learned all the formulas, then very easily you can complete these sums also. So we will use this formula here. So after using this formula, it becomes 1 by 2a. A is 1 here, so it becomes 1 by 2 log of mod x minus a by x plus a. And what is a here? A is 1, so write down in place of a 1. So this is the formula for, or you can say this is the integration of this function. Now next step is upper limit minus lower limit. In place of x, if you write down upper limit 3, then it becomes half log 3 minus 1 2 and 3 plus 1 4, and 2 by 4 it becomes 1 by 2 minus lower limit. In place of x, write down 2 minus 1 it becomes 1, 2 plus 1 it becomes 3, or you can take half common. After taking half common, it becomes log half minus log 1 by 3, and log m minus log n, it can be written as log m by n, and this log 1 by 2 by 1 by 3, it can be written as log 3 by 2. So answer is half log 3 by 2. This is question number 11. Now see question number 12. In question number 12, cos square x is given to you and limits 0 to pi by 2. All of you know that how you will find out integration of cos square x. In this cos square, we will use the formula of cos 2x. Formula of cos 2x is 2 cos square x minus 1. By using this formula, we will find out value of cos square x first. This minus 1 comes on this side, it becomes plus 1. This 2 also comes on this side. It means by using trigonometric formula, cos square x is equal to 1 plus cos 2x by 2. So using this formula, this integration remains as it is, because we are not integrating it, we are just using the formula of cos square x. So by using this formula, in place of cos square x, I have written here 1 plus cos 2x by 2. Now this 1 by 2 is constant term, you can take common. Now we will integrate this. 1 by 2 remains as it is. Integration of 1 is x, and integration of cos 2x is integration of cos 2x is sin 2x by 2, and then upper limit minus lower limit. Firstly, in place of x you will write down pi by 2, then in place of x you will write down 0. So upper limit minus lower limit. Last step you will do yourself. This is question number 12. Now see next question. In question number 13, function is given to you, limits 2 to 3, function is x by x square plus 1. Now here we will use the substitution method. Now see this sum very carefully. Firstly, in place of x square plus 1, we will put t, taking derivative on both sides. Derivative of x square plus 1 is 2x into dx, this is equal to dt. So here 2 is not given to you, you can multiply and divide it by 2. This half remains as it is. In place of 2x into dx, write down dt. In place of x square plus 1, write down t. Now this function is changed in t variable, so limits also we will change according to this. These limits 2 to 3 given for x variable. Now we have changed the function in t variable, we are integrating it with respect to t. That's why we will change limits also according to t variable. So if x square plus 1 is equal to t, put here in place of x lower limit 2 square 4, 4 plus 1 5, it gives you t is equal to 5. So for t variable, lower limit will be 5. Now upper limit, in place of x write down 3, 3 square 9, 9 plus 1 10. So upper limit will be 10 for t variable. So limits also we have changed. Now we will integrate 1 by t. Integration of 1 by t is log t and limits 10 to 5. So here in place of t, firstly upper limit, then lower limit, and log m minus log n, it can be written as log m by n, and log 10 by 5 it becomes log 2. So answer is log 2. This is question number 13. We have changed limits also according to t variable in, and we have used substitution method here, which already we have done in previous exercise. Now see question number 14. In 14th question, function is 2x plus 3 divided by 5x square plus 1, and limits in this case 0 to 1. In this case, this is linear equation and divided by 5x square plus 1. This is a quadratic equation. So firstly this 2x plus 3, it can be written as a into derivative of 5x square plus 1 plus b. What is derivative of 5x square plus 1? Derivative of this term is 10x. So we will find out the value of constant term a and b, comparing the coefficient of x. 2 is equal to 10a. So what is value of a? A is 1 by 5. Similarly constant term is 3. On this side constant term is b. So b equal to 3. So this integration remains as it is. This 2x plus 3, it can be written as 1 by 5 into 10x plus 3 divided by 5x square plus 1. Taking this 5x square plus 1 separately with these two terms, 5 by 1 by 5 common, 10x divided by 5x square plus 1. This is one integration, and in second integration we can take 3 common, then it becomes 5x square plus 1 into dx, and limits will be 0 to 1. So here you can put 5x square plus 1 is equal to t, it becomes dt. So you will get dt by t. And if you are taking 5x square plus 1 equal to t, then limits also you will change according to this. Here if you put x is equal to 0, then it becomes 1. So lower limit will be 1. If in place of x you put 1, it becomes 6. So upper limit will be 6 plus 3. In this case you can take 5 common. After taking 5 common, here it becomes 1 by 5, and this 1 by 5 can be written as 1 by root 5 whole square. After that you will use the formula of 1 by x square plus a square form. So here this is formula for 1 by x square plus a square form is 1 by a into tangent inverse x by a. And what is a? 1 by root 5. Here also in place of a write down 1 by root 5, and this 3 by 5 remains as it is. This is the integration of second part only. Integration of first part, 1 by t, you will take it log t. After that you will put upper limit and lower limit, in this case according to this variable. Here you will put upper limit and lower limit according to x variable, means 0 and 1. After that you will take result of these two integrations together. It will give you overall answer of a given statement. So I hope all of you understood this sum. This is question number 14. In next video, I will explain question number 15. In question number 15, statement is given to you. Find the integration of x into e raised to power x square, and limits here given to you 0 and 1. So firstly this is question number 15. Yes students, how you will find the integration of x into e raised to power x square? In this sum we will put x square is equal to t, and taking derivative on both sides, 2x into dx, this is equals to dt. So here you can multiply and divide it by 2, so that you get here 2x. Now this 1 by 2 remains as it is. In place of 2x into dx write down dt. In place of x square write down t, it becomes e raised to power t. Now we have changed the function in t variable, so limits also we will change according to t. Here x square, 0 square is equal to 0, so lower limit will remain same. In place of upper limit, in place of x, if you write down here 1 square, it gives you 1. So in this case limit will remain unchanged, 0 to 1. And all of you know that what is integration of e raised to power t? This is e raised to power t. Then upper limit minus lower limit. E raised to power 1 minus e raised to power 0. E raised to power 0 is 1. So answer will be half into e minus 1. So this is question number 15. Next we will do 16th sum. In question number 16, statement is find the integration of limits, in this case from 1 to 2. Statement is 5x square divided by x square plus 4x plus 3. If you see here in this sum, degree of numerator and denominator is same. So in this case you will divide firstly 5x square by x square plus 4x plus 3, and when you will divide it by this, then you will get, after dividing, I am writing direct answer, you will divide it yourself because already I have explained this method in previous exercise. So after dividing you will get 5 20x plus 15 divided by x square plus 4x plus 3. This complete term is breakdown into two parts. Now we will integrate it. All of you know that integration of 5 is 5x, and in this case how you will find out integration of this? You can take separately this part as integration. This is complete statement is I. You can take it I dash. Firstly separately we will find out integration of this part. Here integration of this term we have already done. In this you will put upper limit minus lower limit also. So after putting upper limit minus lower limit you will get here 5 into 2 10 minus 1 9. Now we will find out integration of this second part. Here which method you will use, listen very carefully. Numerator is linear equation and denominator is quadratic equation. So in this case you will write down 20x plus 15 is equals to, I am integrating this part. This can be written as a into derivative of this quadratic equation, means 2x plus 4 and plus b. Now comparing on both sides you will find out constant term a and b. 2a is equals to 20 and b is equals to 15. A can be written as 10. So now using these constant terms values, again this part is breakdown into two parts and separately you will integrate these two parts. So I will not completely solve it. If you have done previous exercise then very easily you can complete it. I have just explained the method. Now see question number 17. In question number 17 statement is secant square x. This is question number 17. Limits in this case 0 to pi by 4 and function is 2 into secant square x plus x cube plus 2 into dx. Now see how you will find out integration of this. What is integration of secant square? All of you know that integration of secant square is tangent. So 2 is written here, so integration of 2 secant square x is 2 tangent x. This sum is simple. Integration of x cube is x raised to power 4 by 4, and then 2 is constant term, and all of you know that integration of constant term 2 is 2x. Then upper limit minus lower limit. Now in place of x you will write down upper limit first, 2 tangent pi by 4 plus pi by 4 raised to power 4 by 4 plus 2 into pi by 4, then minus lower limit. If you put lower limit it becomes 2 tangent 0 plus 0 plus 0. So overall this part becomes 0. You have to simplify this only. It will give you answer. Now see question number 18. In question number 18 statement is sin square x by 2 minus cos square x by 2. This is the function, and upper limit and lower limit in this case 0 to pi. sorry, 0 to pi, not pi by 2, this is 0 to pi. Now all of you know that there is a formula for cos 2x, cos square x minus sin square x. But now here sin square x by 2 is written first, that's why you can take minus common. After taking minus common it becomes negative, here you will get positive sign. So cos square x by 2 minus sin square x by 2, it can be written as cos x by using trigonometric formula. I have just used trigonometric formula here, formula of cos 2x, and these limits will remain as it is. Integration sign also remains as it is. In next step we will integrate it. And what is the integration of cos x? All of you know that integration of cos x is sin x. So it becomes sin x, then upper limit minus lower limit. So you will get sin pi minus sin 0. So what is the value of sin pi? Sin pi is 0, sin 0 is 0, so overall answer will be 0. So this is question number 18. You have to learn all the formulas of trigonometry plus all the formulas of integration. Now see question number 19. In question number 19, integration limits from 0 to 2. Function is 6x plus 3 divided by x square plus 4. In this case, degree of numerator is less than denominator, so no need to divide it. In the numerator, linear equation is given to you. In the denominator, quadratic equation is given to you. And all of you know very well that how you will find out the integration of this. All of you know that derivative of x square plus 4 is 2x. So you can take 3 common here. After taking 3 common, it becomes 2x plus 1. This 2x plus 1 can be written as 2x by x square plus 4 plus 1 by x square plus 4. Now this is the derivative of this, so you can put this is equals to t, or it becomes dt. But here this 4 can be written as 2 square, so you will use the formula of integration of 1 by x square plus a square. In this second part you will use formula of this form. In first part you will use substitution method. You will put x square plus 4 is equal to t. After that you will integrate it, separately integrating both the terms. Then last step is upper limit minus lower limit. So this is question number 19. Now I will explain question number 20. In question number 20, function is x into e raised to power x plus sin pi x divided by 4. Find the integration of limits is 0 to 1. Now how you will find out the integration of x into e raised to power x? This second part is very simple. Sin pi x by 4. Very easily you can find out integration of this. Integration of sin pi x by 4 is minus cos pi x by 4, and derivative of pi x by 4 is pi by 4, so divide it by pi by 4. So this is the integration of this second term, and upper limit and lower limit. Now I will explain integration of this first part, x into e raised to power x. How you will find out integration of this part? In this case, two terms given to you in product, we will use integration by parts here in this part. Integration by parts means first term remains as it is, integration of second part minus integration sign, derivative of first, derivative of x is 1 into again integration of e raised to power x, which will